I can multiply a 4-digit number by a 1-digit number. We know that 7 times 8 equals 56, 7 times 9 is 63, 7 times 10 is 70, 7 times 11 is 77, 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 6 is 18, and 3 times 7 is 21. We know our multiplication facts. Now, when we're doing a 4-digit number by a 1-digit number, that's really all we need to know, and just do a little bit of some tricks in thinking about what that means, and we can figure out our product. So, for example, we have 3,752 times 4, 4 digits by 1. Really what that is you take 4 and multiply by every place value in the 4-digit number. So 4 times 2 ones, which is going to be 8 ones. Now 8 ones is just 8, so I put an 8 in the ones place. Then you have 4 times 5, which is really 5 tens, and that equals 20 tens. And 20 tens is really 200, because it's like nothing in the ones, and then in the tens place I would write 20, so I have 200. And then 4 times 7 would be 4 times 7 hundreds, and so you have 28 hundreds. So again, I go to the hundreds place, I would write 28, and then I can just put zeros there, because it would really be 2,800. 28 hundreds is 2,800. 4 times 3 thousands, because I'm going to the thousands place, would be 12 thousands. Again, I go to the thousands place, I write 12, and then I know that my hundreds, tens, and ones places will all be zeros, because it's just 12 thousands. Now, if I add all 4 of these partial products up, I'll have my total product. So 8 plus everything here is going to be 8, or 8 plus a bunch of zeros will be 8. A whole bunch of zeros together is 0. 2 plus 8 is 10, plus 0 more is still 10. So I'll put a 10, have to regroup. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, and 1. So my answer ends up being 15,008. And all I did was multiply the 4 times everything in the top. Now I'm going to show you kind of the same way, but how most people call the standard algorithm. The standard way to do this just takes up less space. It's the exact same process. You take 6 and you're going to multiply by 1,625. Well, you're multiplying 6 times every digit. So again, 6 times 5 ones is 31, 6 times 2 tens is 12 tens, 6 times 6 hundreds will be 3,600, 6 times 1,000 is going to be 6,000. Again, we're going through the idea that we know all our multiplication facts, or we at least can figure them out fairly quickly by drawing a picture or something. So now we have this figured out, and we just go through and multiply. 6 times 5, well, that's 30 ones. What you can do is start writing it down. I put 0 on my ones, but I haven't filled in the tens yet, and you actually will regroup like you would in addition. You're going to do all your adding that we did before up here within our multiplication problem. So 30 ones, I'll put 0 in my ones place and regroup the 3 into the tens, because it's 3 tens that need to be added in when I'm done multiplying my tens. So I'm saying 6 times 2 is 12 tens, plus the 3 is going to be 15 tens, and that goes in the tens place. But again, I can only put a 5 here, and I have to regroup that 1 from the 15 into my hundreds. And I think 6 times 6 hundreds is 36 hundreds, plus another 100 that I had left over from the tens, so that'd be 37 hundreds. So I put down a 7, and of course I have to regroup that 3 up here into the thousands, because I can't put 37 in the hundreds, I have to regroup, it goes into the thousands place. So the 3 goes up into the thousands. 6 times 1, or 6 times 1,000 is 6,000s, plus 3 more is going to be 9,000. At this point I have nothing else to multiply, and I didn't have to regroup because I only went up to 9, so now I'm done. My product would be 9,750. Now let's show that another way to think about it. This is similar to the first way I showed you, in that we're going to end up with 4 numbers to add up, but it just shows you how to picture it in terms of maybe an area model, an array model, a rectangle model, however you want to call this. So what we have here is a rectangle, and I've broken down 1,625 into expanded form. 1,000 plus 600 plus 20 plus 5, because this whole side could equal 1,625. And then if this side was 6, it would be 6 rows of 1,625. And if I multiply that together, I'll have the area, but I'll also have my product. So to do that, we can figure out our partial products of each rectangle. I would do 6 times 1,000, and that's going to equal 6,000, So up here I would add 6,000 plus 6 times 600. 6 times 6 is 36, and I know my multiplication patterns. If there's 2 zeros in one of my factors, I just put those 2 zeros on the end, so it's 3,600. I can put a comma here. 6 times 20. 6 times 2 is 12. Again, that pattern, I just put the 0 at the end, 120. And we'll do 6 times 5, that is 30. Now what I do is add all of those up. I can't add them up here, I'm going to write them down over here. So we have 6,000, 3,600, lining up my place values, 120, and 30. Add these up, a whole bunch of zeros here. 0, 0, 2, 3. 2 and 3 is 5. 6 plus 1 is 7. 6 plus 3 is 9,750. So my products match. Both ways get me to the answer. Both ways get me to the product. I can multiply a 4-digit number by a 1-digit number. Take some of the strategies I used. See if you can solve this problem on your own. 1,234 times 5.